to him as well. 3 shots on target, 3 goals. I mean, that's the perfect win when you put a plan into place at somewhere like the Emirates, isn't it?
Yeah, everything's got to be perfect, but it does sharpen your focus. You know, your 3 shots. I don't think it's a coincidence. You know, you don't get many chances when you go into places like the Emirates. Arsenal didn't defend horrifically at all. I mean, 2 unbelievable goals. Obviously, they will think they can avoid the first goal. But it's just amazing, isn't it? You know, when you sit in this seat, or Michael Carrick, or the player, sometimes you just don't know. It's just that confidence, that new belief, that something. And we can't quantify it. But having confidence as a player, having that belief again, it turns you into Superman. I mean, it's quite incredible. And as I say, you can't quantify it. You can't say how or why it comes. But as soon as you start feeling it again, and we've just seen in 2 games, Manchester United have put in 2 unbelievable performances. I actually thought they played better against Manchester City last week. But they were so clinical today. 3 half chances, and all 3 of them in the back of the net against a serious side who I still think will go on and win the league, but that's a real statement from Manchester United.
Yeah. So 1-1 at half-time, 5 minutes into the second half. A player who, until Boxing Day, had never scored in his Manchester United career, now has 3 and 6. Will he score a better one in his career?
No. That's why his teammates were doing that one too. I mean, and you know what? You need a little bit of luck sometimes in football. Takes a bit of a... Bruno takes a bad touch. Dorgu misses it. It bounces up to him, and the strike is so pure. And sometimes on that volley, it just needs to sit up to you. I love this. Great little 1-2 initially, but Bruno takes a baggy touch, volleys it into the deck, misses it, and smashes it top bin. What a finish. I mean, honestly, he's absolutely on fire at the moment. It's amazing.
Both goals here, you know, wide player coming inside, and we just saw the 2 wide players there, Saliba and Timber. They got distracted by... In this situation, it was Luke Shaw making a run down the left-hand side, and it just gave Dorgu the chance to come inside unmarked, and exactly the same happened for the 3rd goal with Cunha, which we'll obviously go on to see. But those players drifting off the wide area with an overlapper on the left-hand side really caused Arsenal problems in those 2 goals. But talk about the strike, it was incredible. Cutting across it, so it was always going away from the goalkeeper. I guess you think, I can get it. And it's going further and further away.
Yeah. And he didn't even get a touch to it, you know. No. That's how pure the strike was, you know. It was even better because when you watch it, you'll see, I think it's Trossard comes across Dorgu just as he hits it. So it's an even better strike, you know. And coming off the crossbar like that always looks brilliant.
And just to clarify, VAR looked at the appeals for handball. Inconclusive was the...
Yeah, it looked like it came off the hip, didn't it? But certainly, yeah, I agree with that. Even if it did brush the arm, it was inconclusive if it did or not. I thought it was the hip. And Arsenal players, of course, they appealed for it like you would. But no, I think that was the right decision.
Patrick Dorgu has scored more Premier League goals under Michael Carrick than Ruben Amorim. There you go.
Whatever they're doing. Honestly, he's flying. The whole team's flying. Mo mentioned sport, often confidence, one of the most undervalued things. United players have confidence and they believe they're defending well, and they got players on the counter that can hurt. So I think the blueprint right now is set for Man United.
But after that, the set-piece Kings did get back on level terms. Joint most goals from corners. We know how dangerous they are, and they did it again.
Yeah, they did, you know, and it's, you know, they practice them day in, day out at the training ground, but it's all about blocking the goalkeeper and then getting up the knockdowns, and that's exactly what they do, you know. If you watch, I think it's Saliba on Lehmann's, he pushes one of the Man United players into him. Lehmann, I don't know whether he needs to come out for that, but sometimes you're better off if there's a load of players there, just stick on your line. You know, and it's really scrappy, he gets pushed out of the way, and as you can easily see there, it's over the line, but... you know, Arsenal are really good at this, but it still ended up in a defeat.
Do you know what's interesting? You watch that, and Marino runs around Lamens from the other side. That must throw him, because he's probably thinking, why is somebody in my goal? Do you know what I mean? And he's the one that actually scores. It's quite remarkable, really, because there's so many bodies in there. Watch Marino. He runs around Lamens on the other side.
But they do that, you know, because it's either Saliba, it used to be Ben White. I think Ben White actually gets pushed into the post by Declan or Cunha or whatever. But but like you say, with Marino going around and then backing in to block the goalkeeper, it's just so hard for him. But
Because you can't really, you'd think some goalkeepers backpedal, don't they? Like they say from Lamens.
Yeah.
But you can't backpedal because
Not when he's
Marino's in the way, isn't he?
Yeah, no, exactly.
So Mikel Arteta's waving Arsenal forward, going for the 3-2 win, and then Matheus Cunha had other ideas. I mean, I have to tell everyone, you called this before he was anywhere near the penalty area. You just got that feeling that something special was coming from the player.
He drifted in as well. I watched him drift in from the left-hand side, and as soon as he touched it, I just thought, this is where he comes alive. He's unbelievable outside the box, long-range shots. See him come inside there. So he makes a run inside, and then Bruno goes on the outside and pins the fullback. So now he's on his own in the central area, and eyes light up. As soon as he picked the ball up here, first touch, I said, goal. Here's a goal. He's just got an amazing effort. He's got power, he's got accuracy, he knows how to set himself, he's calm in this situation, he uses a man to bend the ball round. This is one of the most dangerous players in the Premier League in this type of area. And I just thought this is a huge chance, and bang, back of the net before you could blink. Incredible. I think this lad's a serious player. Yes, you know, he's a bit of a maverick. He could probably frustrate at times, but I think he's got pace, he's got a lovely touch, he can score goals. I was surprised that he didn't start, but on saying that, you know, after a performance against Man City that they put in, I can understand why Michael Carrick didn't change things. But he'll start next game. You know, no question about it, because it looks like Dorgu might have had a hamstring. Tell you what, I was surprised as well. I wasn't sure about Šeško coming on. I thought that was a bit of a risky one. I thought he might bring Mason Mount on, but anything Michael Carrick touches turns to goal.
Who sat there to question Michael Carrick, who was sitting next to us recently? I mean, that was some strike to win it, wasn't it?
Do you know? Can we see it again? Because there's a lot. There's a lot more to it than just like, the finish is amazing. Obviously, it's the last part. Look at Šeško. That set. That's brilliant, by the way. He gets him in play. Watch this little ball from Kobe. It's really good football. Šeško does his job. Kobe does his job. Cunha's obviously the icing on the cake. But look at Bruno, Kobe, beautiful football players. Three of them combining. And Šeško's run actually slows down Gabriel for a second to allow him to get that shot off. So, and the thing is, we've said about the pressure at Man United and the pressure of playing at the club with the shirt. Cunha don't feel that. Do you see the way he took that ball and he finished, and then he went over to celebrate? He's like, this is me. And I think that's what you have now with Mbeumo and Cunha. You've got lads that are Ahmad that are ready to at 26, at 27 to deal with the pressure. And it looked like they enjoyed that today rather than feel the burden of playing for a massive club.
Yeah, I agree. When I'm watching that, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, like, that's a side foot, like what we were talking about earlier. Side foot with pace. You can't, and when I'm watching Raya straight away, and he seems to get trapped behind, I think it's Gabriel, and he has a little look down the other side, and then by the time he's trying to get across, it's too late. He gets nowhere near it.
OK, let's get some Arsenal reaction now. Here is their captain, Martin Ødegaard.
Oh, Martin, a really painful one, actually. What happened this afternoon?
Yeah, it wasn't good enough from us. It's hard to tell exactly now. We need some time to analyze it, but yeah, it wasn't good enough, the performance, and should have done better. But now it's time to stick together even more and to just keep working, keep being together, and bounce back.
Up until 1-0, though, the performance did seem good enough. Would you agree with that? And if so, what happened from that point on?
Yeah, the first half, I think we were the better team. We scored a goal and had control of the game, but we had a lot of giveaways in the game that created a few dangerous moments. And then second half, I think the momentum changed a bit. Yeah, we managed to get the 2-2 there, and then could have pushed on to win it, but then they scored straight away. So yeah, overall not good enough from us. But as I said, time to stick together, time to work even harder and push each other even more, and bounce back.
I know you've not had long, but what have you said amongst yourselves?
Yeah, just what I said now. Now is the time to be together. It was never going to be easy in this league, and we know that. And now is the time to be really strong and together and keep working and just bounce back straight away.
Really honest from the captain there. David, I must ask you about the changes Mikel Arteta made. 58 minutes in, 4 of them at once, and one of them was the removal of the captain.
Yeah, I was shocked, if I'm honest. And I think it was 2-1 at this time, wasn't it? You know, so it was almost like a knee-jerk reaction to the second goal. And I don't know why, it just seemed to like bring tension into the crowd as well. You know, and like you say, taking off your captain, obviously he doesn't look very happy there. It was a real surprise for me because he's our playmaker. You know, to bring him off at 58 minutes, I just thought it changed everything because Declan had to then drop back because Zubimendi went off as well, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, you know, so Declan had to go back, and then you bring in Eze on, who's not really he has been a
Featured a lot
player
recently,
but he hasn't done it a lot for Arsenal, you know. So it was a strange substitution, and like you said, bringing 4 on as well really disrupts the momentum of the team.
Yeah, I was surprised because I think I love Eze, but Ødegaard's the one. United were sitting deep, weren't they? So you need somebody that can pick a pass. Eze's not a pass picker; he's a dribbler. You know, so when you bring somebody as a 10 that's a dribbler, there's no space in the middle of the pitch. The space was out wide, so you need to keep the width. And Ødegaard could have picked a pass, but I just think it was very telling his body language. Martin, when he looked up, he said, "Me? I'm coming off the captain," and I do think you shouldn't take the captain off. You know, I just think you need his presence.
Owen, I must interrupt you because the match winner with a big smile on his face is going to talk to us live at the Emirates. Matthias Cunha, very, very well done. Try and bottle that and put that into words for us. What a moment.
Hey guys, it's a pleasure to talk with you all. What a moment, no? Like to come here to this club. Always we thinking about these moments, and to be part of that, of course, is everything that you dream to.
You've said many times it was a dream to wear the shirt. I mean, was that sort of a dream to score a goal like that, to win it away at Arsenal in a match of this magnitude?
Yeah, 100%. You know, like every single work that I did in all my life is to play these big games. Everyone said to me, these big games to big players, and score the match winner is everything that you dream to. But yeah, it's only to give everything to my teammates and help me every time, the fans, of course, to my family.
Matthias, it's Michael Owen. Congratulations. I must say, when you picked up that ball, I was watching with the guys and I said, goal here. We were looking at your stats. You score so many goals, more than anybody actually in recent times, from outside the box. Why are you so prolific from outside the box?
Hey, Michael, it's a pleasure to talk with you. You know, like every single training I try to have the shoot. I always talk with the guys, and the guys come to me and say, never more shoot inside of the box. You need to shoot outside of the box. You shoot better. And yeah, I keep to improve. This kind of shoots is something. Then kind of games in this league is so tight, you know, like every team defends very well, and this kind of moments is only one chance, and you need to be ready to score the goal. So I keep improving, and then the goals coming, so I feel very happy.
Hi, Matthias, congrats. It's Owen Hargreaves. We're just going to show you the goal again. The thing I like about it is there's 3 really good football players playing close to each other. Obviously, Šeško does great. Bruno, Kobe. And once you get into this space, I think Gabriel makes your mind up, doesn't he? To kind of go around it. You knew exactly what you were going to do, didn't you?
Yeah. So Gabriel, my teammate, the national team, you know, I know like how big he is when he tried to block the shots. But when I see like the little chance to put the ball in the corner, I try to. I feel the shot then have more confidence to do. And when I see the possibility to do the shot, like I feel like so confident to score the goal.
Matthias, Michael Carrick and his staff arrived, 2 games against the top 2 in the Premier League, and you've won both of them. And what has the last couple of weeks been like? How good a feeling around the group is there at the moment?
The feeling is unbelievable, you know. Like, come win the derby and win against Arsenal here is the feeling. Then, like I said to you in the beginning, is the feeling that every single player want to feel. So to come here after all the change then the club did, you feel like, of course, a little bit come like kind of confusions to the players. We know what happens in the future, but him coming, Carrick coming with like all the stability. Then he knows about the United. He always talk about the feel to win games with the shirt, and yeah, he tried to pass to us, and then we did everything in the pitch to keep improving and winning games.
You certainly did. What a moment for the team. What a moment for you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you, guys. It's a pleasure.
Well done, Matthias Cunha. Well, he says Michael Carrick has brought stability and belief. Here he is, the United manager.
Well, Michael, you're making being the Manchester United manager look very easy. How proud were you of that performance?
Yeah, massively proud. I think it was different to last week. 2 very different games. I said that to you before the game. You know, it was going to be different today, and they put us under a lot of pressure in different ways, and we never probably had as as much genuine regular threat as we did last week within the game, but I thought there was periods when we did look really dangerous, and to come here and to score 3 goals, and in the manner we did, you know, with the going 1 down and coming back, and then the setback, and then keep going, and Mateus with a huge moment for us, and the boys had to put an awful lot in today. It probably didn't come as easy as not. It wasn't easy last week, but I mean the flow of the game and the momentum was with us pretty much the whole time. This one we had to dig deep, and it was a massive effort, and I'm really proud of them.
So after 20 minutes, half an hour, how did you start to turn the flow of that match?
We understood the start of the game was going to be a little bit like that, as much as we tried to turn the momentum in our favour. I think we understood how the game was going to go and the flow of it, and I thought we started to take the ball and connections through the pitch and had that composure and a few moments probably gaining a bit of confidence as well, which is understandable, and actually probably we were having a decent spell, and we just seemed to have come into the game when they scored, and which was disappointing, but again showed the character to come back. And there were stages in the game we had to defend, you know, they make you defend the box really, and it's challenging at times, but I thought we had definitely enough in the game to keep believing in the confidence, and always fancied us to score.
And they did. And they're at home to inform Fulham next. I mean, is there a real opportunity here to build some momentum of winning results?
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget, you know, they were 5th when Ruben left, and I think with no European football, I think they'll finish in the top 4 or 5. I think that they have an opportunity which other teams don't have. They're all in European football. You look at the fixtures, I fancy them against everyone now. Obviously, they'll be different. They'll probably have more of the ball. They have more of the ball today than they did against City. But if they can defend well like they have in these 2 games, with the players they have at the top of the pitch, I think they'll finish in the Champions League places.
Michael?
Yeah, it's quite incredible, isn't it? I don't want to be a downer on the whole thing. The biggest challenge, if you want to be brilliant again, if you want to challenge the top teams, the biggest challenge now is for them to be able to control games. Man City, they were without the ball a long period. Arsenal, and they've got pace on the attack, and it suits their defence, who've not got much pace, to sit deep. The hard thing, the biggest next step that Michael Carrick's going to have to work on is to break down teams that sit back against them. That's where they've struggled in the past. As well. So that's another challenge. But hey, I don't want to put a dampener on the last week or so. It's been incredible. And the confidence that's going to give them now, going into that set of fixtures.
You can hear that listening to Matthias Cunha talking to us there, can't you?
He couldn't stop smiling, could he? And no wonder. But the next handful of fixtures now look winnable, especially anything's winnable now the way they're playing. But they're going to be different games, and that's the big challenge now. But incredible, and they just need to keep riding this crest of a wave.